Let's get serious, man. I feel like I need to get my shit together. Hey everybody, this is Carlos and Sandy Lee, and you're listening to the Off Your Flosser podcast. We're here to rock your world.
Thanks for listening, everybody. And go floss yourselves.
Thanks, everybody. Now go floss yourself. So it's October 1st. Episode Big Fat 5-0.
That's right.
What's up now?
Yeah, so it's October. It's a new month, and it's hot as blazes here in Atlanta.
It is here, too. Yeah.
It's almost 6:30, dude, and it is 87 degrees.
Yeah, it's 5:30 here, and it's 91, so.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What is going on, universe?
I think the sun is getting closer to the earth. I just have that prediction that it's coming towards the earth. I don't know.
We're on some weird arc where we're getting 600 million miles from the sun instead of 630.
Right, exactly. And that makes a big difference. It makes a big difference.
In astronomical terms. I don't know. You know what I'm saying.
One of those ass words. Yeah.
But this summer's been brutal, though, as far as temperature-wise.
Yeah, ours has been fairly mild, I feel like. We've had a few hot days, but for the most part, it's been, yeah.
It's been angry hot here, man.
Really? Who'd you piss off?
Not me. Just, Mother Nature, dude. Mother Nature's out there acting wild.
Yes. Somebody, left the bathroom door open while she was taking a shower, and she said, bam, now you have summer all year long.
Boom, turn the heat up.
This is what you get. You don't mess with Mother Nature. So I have an update on the issue that we discussed last year. Yeah.
Last episode.
Yeah, let's
which
just go
feels
into 2020.
like a year ago.
Who cares anymore? So do you want to recap what we talked about last time?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so this young lady wrote us and said that her boss said in front of a patient about her, Here comes Meanie. What is that C word? That would be her.
Yes.
Inappropriate, sir.
And then she said that she went up to him and said, okay, I'm out. I'm going home for the rest of the day. I'm done with this. And she said she was already looking for another job. So I messaged her and I said, hey, do you have any update for us? And she said, ugh. I mean, she wrote that.
That's kind of what it looked like, right?
Yes. She goes, so I told him I never want to mention it or talk about it ever again. And she said that she's come to the realization that he just sucks. He's a grown man, but he feels like he needs to be cool. And I put that in air quotes, cool, by putting other people down. Do you know people like that, Carlos?
I try not to associate with people like that, but I'm sure they're out there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it's not like you seek these people out, of course. It's just
they find
you may not realize.
Right.
Until it's too late and you get smacked in the face with their stupidity or assholism or whatever.
I have friends and all we do is crack on each other and talk about each other's, moms and
right, but you're best friends.
But we're clowning around and we've known each other 30 years, so that's a different story.
Right.
But
yes.
I don't have time for people with I just don't have the time or the patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does, really? That's just a waste.
Negative people, I can't do it, man.
Yeah.
No.
She went on to say that she's got another job lined up come January. So she's excited about that. She said it's a long time, but it's going to be a pretty easy job and unbelievable coworkers. So good for her.
January will be here before you know it.
Right. It's around the corner.
It's already October.
Yeah, it's like January, right?
2 weeks it'll be Halloween. 6 days after that, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and 2 days after that is January, so.
Right, so.
Good.
It's really 2 weeks, really.
Basically, it's tomorrow. Anyway, so I said, so did he ever apologize? I'm going to give you two choices of what this guy said in response. A, this is your choice A.
Okay.
You know what? I'm really sorry. I got away with myself. I really shouldn't have said something like that. It was totally uncalled for. I'm going to talk to that patient next time they come in and talk about what a valued employee you are. So I hope that you accept my apology and this raise. That's option A.
And it's never going to happen again. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's never going to happen again. So that's option A.
Sure.
Option B is, I'm sorry that's what you heard, but that's not what I said. Okay, so you think option A heartfelt apology with a raise, and it'll never happen again, or B, I'm sorry you think that's what you heard, basically.
I'm sorry, but you heard wrong. Huh. Probably B.
Yeah.
Because anybody that would say that in the first place is not really going to apologize.
No, it's one of those things. I mean, I've had people say things that they just kind of got away with themselves, like
got carried away.
I don't know. Yeah, you got carried away. And if they came to me and said, you know what, I was just on a rampage, and it just came out. I'm really sorry. Like, I would be like, okay, fine, whatever.
Right.
But
I was on a meth-filled binge.
Right.
And,
yes. And I was high as all get out.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I said the C word.
And things got wild.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. But then grow up. Stop doing meth in the middle of the day then, you know?
Right. Save that for the night. Like,
if you can't handle your meth, then what are you doing?
Yes. Oh my gosh. We talk about drugs way too much because I mean, because it's kind of funny, but probably a little.
And of course, we're not, making fun of people that
I mean, the way we're saying
have
it is
destroyed
funny.
the thing. But my point is,
right.
Honestly, I wouldn't even know what to do or what it looks like, how to ingest it, how does one consume meth flakes.
Now you sound like you're trying to come up with some sort of alibi. So
no, I mean,
I'm just joking.
If you've been around it, then that's a little bit too close. Is all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, and I've never had the experience.
Although I did enjoy Breaking Bad, though. That's as close.
Oh yeah. Oh, so I do have a little bit of knowledge.
That's as close to it as I'm getting. Is watching Breaking Bad again.
Yeah. I never did finish all of those episodes. I really need to get back to it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, John and I, it was the only series that John and I really got into together because he doesn't like series. He wants to watch a movie and be done with it.
Right.
He's always on the move, that kind of thing. He never sits still.
He's got moves to make.
Yeah, he got things to do, people to see, get stuff done, chopping wood, all up in this place.
Got it.
I love you, John. But Breaking Bad was something that, I don't know, he was probably doing it for me because I like series.
How far did you get? Do you remember? Did you see how it ended or no?
No, I got to the point where he had his little sidekick and they were in the factory. You walk down those metal grate stairs and you have all these stuff. And didn't they kill somebody down there?
Oh yeah.
And put them in the bin or something like that.
Yeah, dipped them in acid.
Okay. Yeah, so that's about where I am.
Bro, you got to finish it.
Am I missing the best parts?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
No, dude.
Okay. All right.
Here's another quick fact that you may or may not know about.
Oh.
Okay. The guy who played Gus, Gustavo Fring, the black
Who's
dude
that?
on Breaking Bad, the guy who owned all the chicken restaurants.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Season 4 just ended.
Okay.
Mind blown. Blown. Okay? Season 4 ends. Who walks through the door of my dental office?
What?
Gus, dude, from Breaking Bad.
A look-alike?
No, the guy.
The guy?
Yes. It was a Saturday, and I remember sitting at the front desk, and I was pissed off because my patient didn't show up, right? And I was like,
yeah.
I could be home watching cartoons right now, eating pancakes.
Could be watching Breaking Bad.
Could be watching Breaking Bad reruns on my Apple TV. I had an Apple TV back then, right?
Yeah.
And so one of my coworkers says, somebody just called. There's a movie star that needs to come in.
Wow.
I'm like, well, who? She's like, I don't know. They didn't say the name. And I was like, it's probably some no-name douche,
Some C-movie type.
He walks in. I'm sitting at the front desk, right? I'm looking at a computer, waiting on my next patient.
Yeah.
She goes, hi, what's the name? And he goes, Giancarlo Esposito. And I go, because Giancarlo Esposito?
Right. That's not normal.
There's not dozens of those
on
guys.
an everyday name.
No.
Yeah.
So I turn around and look, and I'm looking at Gus Fring from Breaking Bad, and I lose my mind.
What?
And I didn't like get real loud. I was like, and I just looked at it, because I knew I recognized the name, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh. I was like, oh shit, you know?
Yeah.
And I go, oh my God, dude, I'm a huge fan. He's like, shh, you know, like, be cool, man. Be cool.
And then you like felt like a 5-year-old that got his hand smacked.
No. I mean, because I was nerding out, dude. But I mean, I had just seen the ending of
which
the part
I haven't seen.
that he was involved with.
Yeah, I don't think
you would know it. So I'm freaking out. He gets seen, and on his way out, he's all happy and stuff. And I'm like, dude, I gotta get a picture. So I got a picture. Boom, me and some blue scrubs with Gus, dude. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. You know,
nice.
I was tripping hard though, man. But that show,
hardcore.
But that show was awesome. And you're right though. That's one of the few TV series that I can sit there and watch. I got a brother who loves The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I saw 3 episodes and I'm like, I don't get it.
That was good too. Like I got to season 5 or 6 with that, and then it lost me. But I liked it. I did.
Was it just zombies every time?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the point.
And I know they filmed it here in Atlanta, and I'm sorry. But I don't get it, man. That shit's corny, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's like zombie apocalypse, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man.
I thought maybe it was the best zombie thing that they've come up with.
I'll say this.
Except World War Z. That was pretty
Maybe
awesome.
I didn't give it an honest shot.
Yeah.
But I'm just zombied out, dude.
Yeah. That's fine. Give it some time.
World War Z was pretty beast, though.
Oh, yeah. Like when he cut the girl's arm off and saved her from becoming a zombie. Bro. I was like, oh, Brad Pitt, oh my God, what'd you do? You're awesome.
That movie was pretty awesome, though.
It was. It was. It had holes, though. It had holes.
Yeah, the special effects were sick, though.
Yeah, that was awesome. But sorry, Brad Pitt holding himself over the edge of a building, counting to 10. Like, just because you watched one person transition into a zombie,
we had this conversation
before.
Did we? I think we did.
Well, go back to those episodes and listen to it again, because that's what I'm thinking here.
Yeah, I disagree. I think he knew where if I feel a little zombie-ish, I'm gonna hurl my ass off this roof so I don't eat my family. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
Since we're talking about movies, I just caught Rambo Part 5.
Oh yeah. Don't do any spoilers, because I think John might go see that with me.
Last Blood. That's all I'm gonna say.
Was it good? Give me a rating.
Good is a strong word. I'm a Rambo fan from way back from the 80s.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you got the knife.
Yeah. So if you're a Rambo fan, you're going to love it. You know what I mean? And you expect Rambo to do some Rambo type stuff and crack some skulls. And it's a fast movie. It's 90 minutes long, 89 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
And Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, bing, bing, bing.
Boom.
And it's Rambo, dude. So,
is this the one where they take his daughter?
Yeah, his niece.
Something?
Yeah.
Oh, his niece. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll try to drag John.
Again, it's not going to win any Academy Awards, but if you're a fan, you're going to love it. It's sort of like saying the Die Hard movies. All that is just popcorn action.
Right. Yeah.
Bruce Willis shooting a machine gun, jumping off a roof, barefoot.
Right.
Between the blades of a helicopter and landing on the pilot, and then he jumps back. I mean, over the top. It's way over the top. But but that's what you pay for. I love that nonsense, dude.
Like you shoot a gas tank and one bullet blows up the whole earth.
There's I mean it was way over the top, but
yeah.
if I don't go see a Rambo movie to see him talk it out with the
right, yes.
With murderers.
He's also like double the size he was too. Back in the first Rambo.
Oh yeah. I heard for part 4 that he was, I don't know if it was just for this or if that's part of his routine. He was taking some growth hormone and got into some trouble bringing that stuff into Thailand or something like that.
Oh, snap.
And they made him pour it out, or I mean, I don't know what happened to it, but
Yeah.
And as you know, if you take growth hormone after your growth plates have already ossified, your bones don't get any longer. You don't get any taller. You get thicker.
Right.
And if you look at his hands, his hands are. I mean, I got big hands, but this dude looks like he can punch through a brick wall with those hands. Right. You know what I mean? And
he's had some work done on his face, like lots.
Do you remember the Expendables?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The first one where he fought in the movie, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the wrestler, the bald guy. It's
been a while.
Well, there's a fight they're having in the catacombs, and they go full throttle. Stallone broke his neck filming that movie.
Jeez.
Broke a couple, like, cervical vertebrae or chipped something.
Right.
And needed surgery.
Jeez.
The dude's a monster, though, man.
Yeah.
70 years old. He's still out there just...
Oh, my gosh.
70.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't realize he was that old.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway. That's
cool.
me geeking out on Stallone this weekend.
Your movie minute.
Yeah.
Or 5 minutes.
And I worked at the Punchline this weekend, too.
Nice.
I headlined Thursday.
Yeah.
And then I just hosted the rest of the weekend, and we had a blast. This guy's name...
I'm sure you always do.
This guy's name was Pete Lee, and he's real clean, right? And he's from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, where the cheese comes from.
Very, very funny. He goes that the best part of spending time with his lady is, like, you know, the end. You know, he goes, because we get to cuddle. Ooh, that's the best part.
Gosh.
He goes, I love to cuddle. Love to cuddle. He goes,
oh my gosh.
I cuddle hard, ladies. He goes, I almost gave myself carpal snuggle syndrome.
Oh my gosh.
And he points to his wrist. So dumb. Jeez. And I don't know why that tickles me, but it's how he does it. You know, he has the whole Wisconsin. Jeez Louise. Oh, so stupid, but it's very, very funny. Funny dude.
So close to Canada. They almost talk the same a little bit.
I've never been to Wisconsin. You?
I figure it's kind of like Minnesota.
Sure.
Like, I feel like they kind of talk like that, eh?
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What's the population of
Wisconsin?
Yeah.
I don't know, but they're all cheese eaters, I bet. I couldn't live there.
They have a pretty decent football team.
Green Bay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Cheeseheads. I almost said that, but I was thinking Green Bay was somewhere else for some reason. And that's a team, like, if I'm going to root for a football team, that's Green Bay. I just like them.
It says,
bruh,
this can't be right. Wisconsin population, 5.8 million.
All right.
I think we got 5 million people in Atlanta.
It's a whole state, though.
That's my point.
What's the capital of Wisconsin?
I don't know. 10 largest cities. Milwaukee. That's got almost 600,000. Madison.
Yeah.
Green Bay, 104,000.
Yeah, because if their biggest city has 600,000, they're probably not going to have a ton of people there. It's probably kind of cold.
Ugh. That's going to be horrible, dude. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Less than 6 million people in the whole state.
Yeah. I mean...
What's Missouri like? What's Missouri... What kind of numbers is Missouri putting up?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, is this a competition?
Not really. I'm just curious, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see. That's not much better, dude. It's 6.15.
Well, you know, it's, I don't know. I mean, it's Missouri. It's right in the middle of nowhere. Like, we got Kansas next to us, Illinois on the other side, Arkansas below us. Like, I don't know. This past weekend, I had Friday night, John and I went down to my friend's house, the pediatric dentist down in Cape, Dr. Merkley Dental, Kids Dental. So she's building a house and she needed help putting stuff together, and John's real
little handy.
Yeah, real handy. So he brought his tools down there and put together a porch swing. But this was no ordinary porch swing.
Of course not.
This was a twin-sized bed with a back and arms sized porch swing. It was huge. Yeah. And I'm like, wow.
What do you hang
I'm
that
kind
on?
of jealous. Big, fat, freaking bolts that bolt into
Like on the
freaking
porch.
girders. Yeah. Yeah.
It's beams.
And I'm sitting here thinking, I love porch swings. I would have loved to have something like that, but I think we have a little awning on the back of our porch, you know, back porch. And I feel like if we had put that on there, it would have just pulled down the whole porch.
You know,
But
our house doesn't have a front porch. It's just kind of like naked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a regular.
naked.
Well, it's not a porchy house.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. It's
But,
like just got a little spot where rain doesn't get on people.
Yeah,
when they come
you
to
can
knock on your door.
you could dip in and out. Our old house had a big old porch. I won't say wrap around. That's not accurate, but I mean it was huge.
Which did you like better?
I kind of like a porch now, man. Now that I think about it, you know what I'm saying?
I've got a small porch, and we've got 2 rockers and a little table in between, like tiny little table in between, right in front of our koi pond. And man, I would love to have a much bigger porch than that. I wish it had more to it.
You know, I'd like some property or some woods or something. Maybe
Right.
wildlife. Maybe a fox, an armadillo or something.
We get rabbits back there a lot in the backyard.
We get rabbits too, and my dog chases them, and she's never caught one.
You're right. No, they're not gonna.
But if she caught it, I think she'd shake it to death, though.
We had a cat that would like.
I hope she never catches one, but if she does, it's a wrap, son.
Right. Yeah. There's nothing you could do. But I had this cat. This thing had half a tail, and this thing was all jacked up when I found it. Had heartworm, ringworm, all it needed drops for its
Gummy
eyes.
worms, they had them all.
Yes. And half a tail because something like chewed it off or something. So $300 later for this nasty little kitten stray. It was the best cat ever, though. But anyway, so we had a party at our house. The cat somehow.
That sounds like a hideous cat, dude. I gotta be honest with you.
Oh, he was
he
a
cute?
big yellow tabby fur ball. He wasn't really like orange. He was more tan than he was orange, but he was tabby, like striped.
Was he cool? Was
and
he
he
cool?
was so sweet.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he was so sweet. Somehow, we have windows that are like almost floor to ceiling. Like there's maybe 1.5 feet above and 1.5 feet below. They're huge windows. Well, somehow he knocked the screen out because we had the windows open. He knocked the screen out and he kept getting out, and I didn't know the screen was off. And I was like, how did the cat get out? That's like, you're driving me bonkers. Well, the cat comes inside and goes back into the laundry room, and I hear something like just commotion. And I go in the laundry room, and this cat has a baby bunny and is chasing it around the laundry room. And I was like, what the heck?
He brought it in?
Yes. This cat with no claws caught a baby rabbit, dragged it inside without me seeing it, and I guess let go, and the rabbit was running around. So I grabbed the cat, and the rabbit was in its mouth, and I like pried the cat's mouth open, and I'm looking at this poor little baby bunny, scared to death. I was like, oh my gosh, and he had a little gash in his back, the poor thing. He looked okay otherwise, you know. So John was like, well, go put it up on because we know there's rabbits back there.
Right.
He said, we'll put it back there by the woods. The mom will find it. Everything will be okay. So I'm sure it lived a happy life.
Right.
Rest of its life in the woods with its mother.
But it never trusted another cat.
I know. And then finally I noticed the screen on the door, and I was like, that little twerp. Did I say screen on the door? I meant screen off. Yeah.
I knew exactly what you meant, though.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not a huge cat fan. I gotta be honest with you, dude. I never had one. I'm kind of allergic to them. My mother-in-law had some.
Yeah,
and they were
I am
cool.
too, a little.
But it's like you call them and they look at you like, man, and they like give you the middle finger, and then they turn around and lift their tail like, yeah, this is what I think about me. You calling me?
Toot,
you can look at my butt while I walk away because I don't give a shit. Yeah.
You know, they make these little charms that you put around their tail so you don't have to see their butt. It's like a diamond or a little charm.
That's just kind of getting creepy now. You know what I'm saying? Let nature be, man.
I don't know. Yeah.
Jeez.
So anyway, we had a call for all the issues we can find so we can talk about them on here. So this is we still don't have a title for it. The dental issue episode 2.
I don't think we should call it advice in case we say some silly shit joking around.
Yeah, kick him in the nuts. No, really don't.
But let's say suggestions.
Yeah. We'll think of a catchy name, and maybe by the next episode, some official name for this little segment.
Yeah, or maybe somebody can listen to this and submit a cool sounding name.
We could totally do that. Totally. All right, let me find that real quick. Oh, hey, it's National Dental Hygiene Month.
Is that a thing?
It is. The whole month of October. It is. What are you talking about?
I know. I'm being silly. I knew there was a hygiene month. Why October? Why not
I don't know.
June, when we can actually go outside and cook something? Actually, it's hot enough to.
I don't know.
To cook something outside now.
John's grilling right now, so when we get done, I'm gonna mac down on some food. So when I was talking about issues, a couple people responded. Oh, yeah, this is a nasty one I hear about all the time. Let me just read through it real quick so I don't sound like a dum-dum trying to read it. Oh, snap.
Uh-oh. I think I saw that.
So this is from somebody, a hygienist, and this is her dilemma that we're going to discuss. I used to work in an office where the RDA, which is a registered dental assistant, reached into the ultrasonic with her bare hands to grab an instrument, wiped it with a cavi wipe, and used it on a patient. Oh. I heard about it after it happened, asked her about it, and she looked at me like I had 3 heads.
Like, what's the problem? Is that how she looked at it?
Exactly. And then she said she asked her the office manager who used to be an RDA about it, and she said she would address the issue. Never happened. Needless to say, she doesn't work there anymore. So for those of you who are non-dental, because I know we have some listeners that aren't, the ultrasonic is just a machine that vibrates very, very quickly, ultrasonically.
It has a cleaning solution.
Yes, so it has a solution in it.
The sound waves shake the water and
debris,
blood,
all that stuff is basically vibrated off of the instruments, and then they go into an autoclave to be sterilized. The ultrasonic is not a sterilizer.
That fluid has all kinds of junk in it.
It has everybody's junk in it. It's disgusting. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, that kind of makes my skin crawl, dude. I don't know. I'm a bit of a germaphobe, and that's freaking me out right now. Just listening to people sticking their hands in it.
Yeah, so Carlos, what would you do? You walk in, RDA has her hands straight up in the solution, barehanded, grabbing instruments. What would you do?
I'd have to be like, hey.
Hey.
I'm going to just set the instrument down and walk away. No, I know that needs to be addressed right away. And I don't normally get involved with management, advising, or just fixing problems. I think I'd have to say something there because that's just... You're going to cross-contaminate everything. You're going to go touch in all kinds of stuff.
And think about the patient that they use that instrument on.
Oh, my God. It's so gross.
I mean, what are you trying to do to somebody? Gonosiph or herpes. All up in their mouth now.
I'll say this. I think if you wash it off, I'm not saying this is a right thing to do. But
okay.
Let's take it one step further. You go to Longhorn. Those forks and knives weren't sterilized. They didn't bring them to you in a sealed pouch with proof of sterilization. They were washed in hot water and soap and, in a big pile.
Yeah.
And hopefully dried. And then some kid wrapped them up in a towel, like the little handkerchief thing, and they bring it out to you, So
right.
So, and what do? You put your mouth all over it.
Yeah.
So
the biggest difference in my eyes is that that's not going way up into your gums
with blood and all kinds of stuff.
Where you have blood and serous fluid and tartar and all that nasty.
Yeah.
Not saying, because plaque probably gets on a fork or whatever, but plaque is different from blood, and blood is, you know what I mean?
No, I hear you. But And again, I'm just playing devil's advocate. The bottom line is it's just absolutely gross.
And I'm bringing utensils to every restaurant from here on out.
No, yeah. Now, if you think about it.
I know people do that too.
I know guys that carry like a pocket knife and they'll go to a steak place and they'll have their own knife. Maybe because it's a fancy pocket knife. Yeah. Wipe it off and put it away. But if you think about it, you don't know where that fork's been. How many mouths has that fork been in?
Right.
On the floor, just... And the kid washing the utensils probably doesn't give a damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think part of the issue is regulations. So we have OSHA and we have OSAP that are trying to protect the workers and the patients. So with OSHA, the employee was completely violating so many things.
Yeah,
regulations, absolutely. And then on the patient's end, who knows what was in that water? I mean, I would never use that on a family member. And that's basically what they need to remember is, if you think that's so okay, are you going to use that in your mouth? Are you going to use that on your mother's mouth? Your kids? Like,
I would say no to all those things.
So I feel like if I walked in and that was happening, first of all, after I cleaned up the puke off the floor that I put there, I would definitely have straight up email to the supervisor because I want a paper trail. That's me.
Somebody definitely needs a pep talk. I get annoyed when they leave the lid off and it's vibrating.
Oh yeah, because then you get aerosols in the air. Like, what is wrong with you?
I'm I kind of passive aggressively just kind of slam it on there. I mean, not crazy, but
you've said that before.
Make a racket. But I
so
never see who does it. I have a strong suspicion, but like I said, I get upset for 5 minutes at a time, and then I let it go. But
right.
But it annoys me, and then I'm gonna look like a psychopath. Gonna be like, hey, who left the lid off?
Like, what's wrong with you? You're fired. So anyway, that's our dental issue for this episode, and it's a nasty one. So if you have comments on that, you can email them to offyourflosser@gmail.com, or like some of these people, you can message us on our Facebook page or Instagram, Off Your Flosser Podcast. But so yeah, if you guys have other issues that you'd like us to discuss, you can do the same thing. Come find us and tell us what you want to talk about. So, definitely. Carlos, here's something I was thinking about.
What's up?
I was listening to the radio the other day, and they were talking about they were going to this restaurant, and one of the guys noticed that there's a mattress store right next door to the restaurant. And he looks in there, and the guy behind the counter is asleep. Straight up asleep.
At the mattress store.
At the mattress store. I mean, I guess that's kind of ironic, but he wasn't laying on a mattress.
That was my next question.
So he said he went to dinner, got done eating, came back, and the guy was in the exact same position, sleeping, and the door was still open. So he banged on the window. Guy didn't look up. And so he was like, hey, buddy. And the guy still didn't move. So finally, he said he walked in probably about 10 feet into the store, and he was like, hey, buddy. The guy jolted awake, and he was like, oh, my God, what's going on? He goes, hey, I just wanted to let you know it's 8:20. You guys close at 8. I just didn't want you to, forget to lock up the store or whatever. And the guy, he said nothing. He just shrank back behind the computer screen so nobody could see him.
Huh.
Is that crazy? So that made me think
how out was that guy? Jeez.
Exactly.
Dude.
So that leads me to ask, have you ever slept at work?
You put me on the spot, dude. And I don't know if I've told you this before, but yeah, at the end of the day, I don't do it much anymore because I got stuff to do. But at the end of the day, and especially if I'm closing, sometimes I'll just sit there for a minute with my head on my hand.
Yeah.
and just kind of doze off, dude, for maybe 5-10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people walk by, they're like, dude, are you all right? I'm like, no, I'm just resting my eyes. And I was totally out.
Right.
But it's kind of like a light. Yes. It's not super restful or anything, but it's kind of like I just got to recharge the batteries for a second. You know? Just top it off. It just, and I don't know. It's probably, sleep apnea and God knows what else.
Right, right.
So, I don't know if I told you, but I got my stupid machine yesterday.
Oh, yeah. So they diagnosed you and everything?
Oh, yeah. I had like a legit sleep study and stuff. It took forever to get the machine. They send it.
Right.
No damn mask.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's not going to work.
And then today I get an email. It says, "Oh yeah, the mask and the stuff, the items might ship separately since they're coming from different places." Oh, you guys are horrible.
Oh, really?
Man. So I didn't even bother unpacking the machine just because I can't do nothing with it.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to duct tape the tube into my mouth.
You could do that and pretend you're in a coma.
Yeah.
Like they do on the movies.
That'd be my last nap ever, dude. But
gosh.
I've dozed off at work because
Yeah.
I know people that I work with listen to this and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, you totally doze off at work, dude."
Busted.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah, that's hilarious. So I haven't like straight up fallen asleep at work.
I mean, I don't lay down with a pillow or anything,
remember.
but yeah, just my hand on my hand kind of thing,
Right. Yeah. I don't remember falling asleep at work. I did fall asleep in school one time. It was Algebra 2. The teacher took one of the big fat textbooks and dropped it right next to my desk.
Oh, wow.
So it makes that sound on the ground, but 10 times louder.
Yeah.
And I jump up and everybody's like laughing at me and stuff. I still got an A, but anyway,
Why were you so tired?
So back then, I would get up and walk around town. It was like a real small town, but I didn't really want to go to bed yet, so I would walk around and get home at like midnight and stuff. I don't know. I wasn't like I didn't party or anything. It wasn't that kind of stuff.
Wait a minute, this was in school or college?
High school. Yeah, I was in high school.
Oh, wow.
And I had a cop friend of mine, and he would see me walking, and he goes, what are you doing out this late? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm just walking around. And he would drop me back off at home. He was a nice guy. Anyway, so sleeping at work, I can't say that I've ever fallen asleep at work. However, y'all people putting root canals in at 1:00 right after lunch need to be beaten with a limp noodle or a hard one. I don't care. Because that is just asking for the assistant to fall asleep.
Huh.
It's a long procedure. The dentist that I worked for, he did most of the work. So I just sat there and held files and the suction. And I don't know. I would like one of those things where you kind of like you start dipping your head and all of a sudden you pop back up. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man,
You've seen people at church do that, right?
All
where
the
they're
time.
like,
you ever
see them going and then they're like, whoa.
You ever see me on a plane?
There was a lady doing that on the plane. It was kind of funny. But yeah, so that's the closest I've come to falling asleep at work.
That's nothing.
That I remember. I'm
I
trying
could
to
fall
think.
asleep
I probably
right
have.
now.
Seriously.
I can lean back in his office chair, dude.
Oh yeah.
Give me like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes of sitting still with no sound. It's over. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. My son jokes with me. He goes, "Dude, I've never seen anybody fall asleep instantly." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I'll be watching TV and I lay on the floor a lot because I got a weird back and it just feels better on the back. Laying on the floor.
Yeah.
And so you turn on. Let's say I'm on my left side with my left arm bent up, holding my head, and I'll be gone. And he's like, "How the hell is he asleep like that?" And like one leg bent, you know what I mean, like crossed or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can fall asleep, dude. He's like, "Dude, I think you got narcolepsy, bro."
Well, maybe you'll find that the CPAP helps and you won't be as tired.
Well, yeah, I think so. And I go, well, that's what happens when you work all day and then you
jerk.
You do shows at night and you do a podcast and you hit the gym and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When
you're
going
got a
for
lot
18
going on.
hours, you might tend to doze off in front of the TV.
Hell, my 9:00 bedtime. Shoot, I'm still getting up to work out.
Yeah, how's that going?
I got
going
up.
Pretty good.
It's good. Yeah, and I was in clinic yesterday, which I haven't been in clinic for like I don't know 4 years or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was I don't know. It was so weird. I was like it almost felt like my first day at a new job.
Yeah.
It really did. So I had my like clothes laid out and stuff. And I was like, I got to get a good night's sleep and, all this weird stuff.
That's funny.
But, so normally what I'll do is my alarm goes off at 5 and I'll push snooze like at least 2 times. So I won't get up until like almost 5:20. And then, go downstairs, work out, come back up, get my coffee and stuff, and then hop in the shower and all that. But that morning I was like, no, I gotta be ready to go, and I gotta leave earlier than normal. And so I jumped up, 5 o'clock, boom, alarm went off. I was up, did my workout. So yeah, it's been good. Yeah.
Do you feel better? You good?
That.
I mean, what upsides are you experiencing?
So it actually, I'm a lot like happier in the mornings, because usually when I push snooze a few times and I'm just getting up to take a shower, I can be pretty grumpy. Like, I know it's so weird, like me grumpy,
what?
But who am I talking to right now?
Who is this?
But it is nice. So you get up, you work out, you get, a few of the endorphins going, and you go up listening to, I listen to another podcast, and I mean, after ours, of course.
Yeah.
And
better.
Get my coffee and, let the dogs out, let them go potty, get them some food, give them their pills because they're old people now.
It's a lot of work, man. There's a lot of stuff to do before you even leave the house.
Right, yeah. But if you go to bed at 9 and you get up at 5, that's a good 8 hours.
That's not bad at all.
So, yeah.
Actually, yeah. 8 hours. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And then sometimes I'll try to read before I go to bed. We're reading Princess Bride right now for my book club. That's a good movie.
Yeah, let me know how that turns out.
Yeah. I feel like the book's going to be a lot better than the movie, because, I mean, that's typical anyway. But just reading it now, there's a little backstory and stuff. I like that. Yeah. But what do you think, Carlos?
I think we got a big thing this weekend. That's what I think.
Heck yeah.
What are we doing?
Going to Springfield, Mazzaro, doing the MDHA annual session. That's going to be fun. We're presenting on Saturday afternoon. But we're going to get there Friday.
Yeah.
So we're going to put our marketing packets together. We've got a few sponsors. We've got Dynamic Dental Staffing, from around where I live. We've got Andy RDH and his board review for students.
Thank you, sir.
And then we've got Burst. They're one of our big sponsors, and they gave us a bunch of giveaways. So y'all going to get some treats up in her.
It's going to be fun.
It will. I know it will. So we're going to get there Friday and party it up Friday night, like putting packets together. So much fun.
Yeah. Ooh, wild times.
We need to get some other things on the books. So if anybody's looking for presentations, let us know. We can do long ones, short ones, and we travel. Have plane will travel. And Carlos is pretty dang funny, so you get good reviews too. So. So if you're interested in something like that, you can contact us through our Facebook, Instagram. We've got our email, offyourflosser@gmail.com.
Right.
And you can call us too, because Carlos has a phone.
Yes.
You have a phone?
Yeah. What is it? 256-743-5677.
Yeah. So if you have a component meeting, or you just want to do a special event like Mid-Hudson did a couple weeks ago, then shoot us up. No, hit us up.
Hit us up.
Man,
don't shoot anybody.
Please don't.
Especially us.
Yes, because we're nice people.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think, Carlos?
I think we're good, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So hit us up if you need any CE that's fun, entertaining. People will be rolling in laughter, crying a little bit if that's your thing.
Yeah.
We can do that too. We've got stories.
Yeah. Life is heavy sometimes, so we can.
Faux show.
We got laughs. You want to cry? We can do that too. We'll go around and punch everybody in the eye. We've done it before.
Yeah, you pay us enough.
You know.
All right, I'm going to go eat some barbecue.
Sounds like a plan. All right, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
All right, episode 50, Big Fat 50, August 1st. This will come out August 4th when we're in Springfield. And we're going to do a live thingy. October
4th, yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes.
And we're going to do a live thing for episode 51, and it'll come out the week after, but we're going to just jump people and ask them questions or something.
We're going to have some fun. Annoy people live.
Yes. OYF Noise live.
Sounds like a
From
plan.
Springfield, Missouri.
I know, right? It's going to be good.
All right, Carlos.
All right, man.
I'll see you this weekend.
I'll see you in a few days. Be good.
All right, guys. Hey, go floss yourselves.
Most definitely. Double down on the floss. On yourself.
Yes. and go.
So stupid. All right. Be good.
All right.
Take
Peace.
care. Bye.